Hey y'all, how are you? How are y'all doing?
Good.
Hey, how are you?
Hey.
Good, good, good. Well, we had to take a little week off due to Mother's Day, and I hope y'all had a great Mother's Day. I hope you guys took care of your mothers, and I hope you guys, if your mother is still here, and then hope you guys were treated well as mothers. How'd your Mother's
Yes,
Day go?
mine was great. I had
Good,
a really good, yes, I had a good one.
good,
That's
good.
good.
I
Everybody,
had great.
anybody else do anything special?
We just have a little backyard shindig.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good,
My daughter cooked breakfast for me and I relaxed. I was tired. I've been working all along, so it was nice and relaxing.
good, good, good. Well, I must say, La Brea is my daughter, and I had the best Mother's Day. My day started off crazy, but my kids made sure that it ended up amazing. So thank you guys. Appreciate you.
That's nice.
So, all right. So this is episode 9, where we have a finale episode next week. I'm still working on some stuff. I don't know. We're gonna see what happened with the finale. I don't know. Hopefully something works out to where it'll be something special. But if not, guess what? It's always special
It's
shit.
always gonna be. I was
Yeah.
gonna say it's gonna be special regardless.
All right. So let's get started. Tea time. Ah, it's my
Okay.
Oh, you got the
I love it.
you got one of
That's
those
just because
shirts.
that's me all day. Just black on black on black. Anybody
Yeah.
else?
I got one. It says,
Uh,
I'll stand up. It
No
says,
laugh out loud.
no LOL, dot, dot, dot. I
I
said,
said what I said.
well, no crying, laughy faces. I said exactly what I said.
Right, right. Well, hey, it be like that. Anybody else?
I have one. Um, know your worth and then add tax.
Boom. I love that.
Yeah, that's nice.
I love that. What about you, Mo? Look like you got no. You don't have nothing?
Just a character, somebody just Mickey Mouse on this.
She done froze up. I don't know how. I don't have my magic. Oh, there you go. All right. Okay. Well, no problem. We're gonna get started. We're gonna do this thing. Y'all know what we do. Now y'all see ain't no questions up in here.
Go back.
So they all on the phone. We're gonna get started.
Okay.
Oh, I had a rough start today. All right, let's see. We'll start here. What makes a friend?
That was my question. So let me tell y'all why.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all watch Insecure. Y'all watch
mhm.
Insecure?
Yes.
So Insecure last week when her and her best friend got into it, I just wanted to know like what makes a friend. Like to some people, I don't know because Molly not no friends. Like I've never had a friend like that, but that could just be me. But I feel like your best some things just cross the line as far as being a best friend.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like you should never like if somebody at your event, like I would never have done that. That just wouldn't have. I don't know.
Mhm.
I wanted to know to y'all like what makes a friend.
Well, I'll say after that show went off, I was like, "Fuck Molly." That's
Yeah.
that was my attitude. Fuck her ass. But then I had to realize it's just a show. Calm your
Yeah.
ass. But let me see. I think what makes a friend is just somebody that you connect with, somebody that understands you, you understand them, they can confide in you, you can confide in them, they can trust that you have their best interest at hand, and vice versa. And just loves you and they let you be you. They may not always agree with everything you have going on, but they let you be you and then they let you know too like why they don't agree because you could be dead ass wrong. You know what I
hmm
mean? And the fact that they can be honest with you, you can take that information, constructive criticism, and not get all upset and just knowing that that person is coming from a good place. So I don't know, I think that's what makes a friend to me. What y'all think?
I think Molly in that particular moment, I think that she wasn't. I think the whole situation, she wasn't being a good friend. I feel like knowing Issa and knowing like that she struggled so much in all her other seasons, and she finally knew that Issa finally had her big breakthrough. Why wouldn't she ask her boyfriend, even though they were on the rocks? She still kind of like could have put a word in, so her friend could absolutely succeed. Because your friends will always be there. I feel like and that was just her boyfriend, and they were already just on and off. It was nothing serious. She was trying to make it serious. So I feel like she should have kind of put a word out for her friend to help her get to the next stage and where she was trying to go, because it was a positive stage at that.
Yeah.
And she kind of she didn't come through. Somebody else had to come through it. So nope, Molly gone.
I haven't seen the new season, but from what Ari said, I'm guessing
Sorry.
she was in a position to kind of put her on and didn't. Is that what?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would say a friend, like Mom said, always has your best interests at heart. Is always rooting for you, not on opposing sides. You guys should be one when it comes to coming together, and that person should be somebody you confide in, you trust, that you value their opinion and they value yours. So I think that's what a friend is to me.
Mm-hmm.
I also think that sometimes people use the word friendly too loosely.
Too loose. Yep.
And just because you may have similar interests, or you guys may, like, I know people, I may see people every day that I work with, you know, and because we're in the same area, and we may go to lunch sometimes or whatever, and we may even have each other's phone numbers, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's my friend.
Mm-hmm.
That's my coworker, and we may share things, but I think sometimes people use that word too loosely, and then when there's a situation that may come up, then that's when that friendship is questioned. You know what I mean? So, and I don't think a quality of friends means anything either. I think it's really quantity. You know, that type of relationship that you have with that friend.
Yeah.
Wait, explain the quantity and the quality. What did you say?
Like you may see someone, people may have like, oh, I have like 6, 7 friends, but really, what are those friendships? What do they mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is there any quantity? Is there any substance to those friendships?
Right.
Okay.
I thought you meant like quality. I thought you meant quantity, like you've known somebody for a long time, because you can know somebody for over 20 years, but you still might not consider them a friend because you
That is true.
might not have that amount of trust, you know?
Yes. You can include that too. That's a good point, Bray. You're right. You may know somebody over 20 years and still be like, you know, good, but
That shit happened to me.
But it's just, like you said, though, it's like
Years.
just because that don't mean you my friend. Like I have like I got my best friend that I've known for like I don't even know how long, and then I have friends, but nobody will ever take her place. Like it's impossible, because it's too much history there, and then it's like I cannot talk to her, but it would never be like if we don't talk like a couple days out the week, you know, like how some people you can go a minute without talking to them, but hers like, okay, I haven't talked to her since like Wednesday. I'll be like, hey, you know, what's going on? Like, why I haven't talked to you? But some people, I don't know. I value friendships a little different, you know.
But I also think with Molly and Issa, there was some like tension anyway, that they didn't. It was. They
growing. Never resolved.
Yeah, and so I think it just kind of tipped it over the. It just tipped over, because for me, for a friend, if I can't tell my friend what I'm thinking, and what if she comes to me about something, if I can't tell her what I'm thinking or how I feel without her being offended, then we got a problem. I mean, I do believe in delivery. I can't just go at her and be like, well, bitch, did it or whatever. You know what I mean? I can't do that. But if I am sincere with her and genuine and say, I just disagree, but regardless of what your decision is, I'm still gonna rock with you. You should be able to have that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't watch the episode of Insecure, but I just think loyalty, I think, is big for me with friendship. someone that's loyal. When it's good, when things are not going so well.
I
And
can't see
just
you.
We can't see you.
uh,
I don't know what happened.
But I can hear you though. We can hear you.
okay, I think
Okay,
I'm
there you
back.
go.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm sorry. So I think that it's the loyalty too, because I mean, and if you had a friendship with somebody for a long time, a lot of times our lives are in waves. So you can definitely determine who the true friends are when you go through those high and low times, and that they're still there to support you, and that will be honest with you, but not be honest where they're hurtful, but just really like, this is kind of something that you did that is this or that, or but still encouraging you. I think too, with a lot of women, I notice very competitive. Sometimes you think you're close with someone and they don't support what you're doing, or they're real competitive against you. I think that kind of, and I've had that experience recently with some women that I thought that were closer. I won't, are friends, but just sometimes the 100% support or that competitiveness, to me, sometimes it's hard to consider somebody a friend if they're just always competing with
You
you.
should never compete with
Yeah.
your friend. It's
Yeah.
not a
Ain't no damn
competition.
way.
A
We do
lot
this
of
shit
women are like
together.
that, though. A
I
lot
feel
of women
like,
act like they're for you, but they,
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I've
but
actually come in contact with that as well. So I know exactly what
yeah.
you're talking about. And it's
Mhm.
like, bitch, I'm not competing with you.
But the
Right.
thing is, people
Right.
have to realize the only competition you should have in life is the competition with yourself. You
Yeah.
competing with yourself.
That's
Nobody's race
it.
is the same. Nobody's life is the
Mhm.
same. So why would you, especially your friend, you should be like rooting
Yeah.
100%. It's no competition. It's
Mm-hmm.
no competition.
I would
Yeah.
just say loyalty, though. Loyalty and somebody just being genuine and being honest with you, but not in a hurtful way. And then just being supportive.
Yeah.
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 All right. Well, next question. Looks like friendship is a thing. A thing. So this question is: can men and women have a platonic relationship?
Are are they single?
Oh, Nessie, I don't know. You have to ask the person who asked the question because I don't.
Cause I don't
Oh
know.
no. Mm.
I feel like when you in a
Why does it
relationship,
matter?
it's
Wait,
hard
wait.
for you
Why
to.
does it matter if the person is single or not? So you don't think?
Okay, I'm about to address this
Okay.
because when you're single
This is
and
a good
you
one.
have like, if I'm me, I can have male friends, but if I get into a relationship, you really think my boyfriend is gonna be like, yeah, you can kick it with them, it's cool?
Right.
No, nobody's going for it. I don't care what you say. Nobody,
Okay.
we gonna know we gonna have
I'm not
friends
going for
together.
it.
Okay.
I'm
So what
because
if
I
your
wouldn't be
Period.
okay.
what if your
No.
friend you got these male friends? They've been your
Mm.
friends from whenever, and you get into a
Yeah.
relationship.
It happened to me.
Okay. Wait. Let me finish. So you would, if that's your boy, if that's your homeboy, you
Mm.
should be able to kick it with your man. You and your homeboy should be able to kick it. Or your man should be able to kick it with you and your homeboy.
Right,
If
but
ain't
can you?
nothing going on between you and your
Right.
friend.
Right, but can you and your homeboy kick it without your man?
No.
That's
So
Mm-mm.
y'all not, so it doesn't,
because that's
so for
platonic.
to me, yeah, it's not, it don't work. It just does not work.
No.
I had a homeboy friend. As soon as he got married, that wife, she wasn't having that. And I
Right.
can't, I don't care because I feel like I get it, like to each his own, like whatever. But I knew like I didn't like him like that.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
my
yeah.
friend. I had known him for a long time. But I'm not gonna get mad at you if your wife, that's your wife. So of course you should choose your wife.
Yeah.
That's your
I
life.
Right.
understand that. I understand that, but how did he introduce his wife? Like, how did he? The question would be, because this is like a kind of like a 4 or 5
Yeah.
part question. So if
Okay.
he is telling his wife about you, and how did he describe you? Is it like, this my homegirl Mo? I mean,
Yeah,
was he
like,
always, you know
but
what I'm
I
saying?
knew his family. Like I know his family, his cousins, but she was not okay. Some
Okay.
people are not okay. Because
I,
I
I
don't
think it,
know how I would feel if my husband had a girl best friend. Like
right.
I don't know. Is that gonna work? Like
It's
where do
not
you
gonna work.
like I don't know.
It's not gonna work. But I will say
I don't
this:
think so.
I have a platonic friendship with a male, but he is gay as fuck. So
See,
my husband don't care about that because he knows that there is
different.
That's different.
No way that any sexual thing is going on. Like it really is a friendship.
It's a friendship.
So for me, that's the only way I can really truly have. No. I said for me.
Yeah.
For me and my relationship and what I got going on and everything.
So you think you can have male friends with a boyfriend or a husband? No, Nikki.
Oh.
You think so?
I'm saying, because each person is different. If this is my homeboy that we've been kicking it since we was 10 years old, and I get into a relationship and I introduce my man to my homeboy Dan. If I introduce him to my homeboy Dan, this Dan, you hear me talking about Dan?
Your husband is gonna have a or boyfriend, whatever, gonna have a problem because this motherfucker know you better than he do.
Yeah,
okay. And he got a problem.
Okay. He gonna have a problem.
Okay. Everything.
As a woman, I don't care what anybody says. If I have a husband and he has you can't have that woman best friend. That's not gonna work. I'm your best friend now.
Exactly.
So go and break that up. I don't care what anybody says. We're not doing that.
I'm your friend now.
I'm first.
I'm
first.
I'm your best friend.
Always, forever to the end.
Yeah.
I give what Tiffany. So no.
No, you can't be his best friend.
That's
women are jealous.
Difficult for me because I think you can too, but I think it's if you just really put the shoe on the other foot. Because when you're in it and because you only know what you're doing, right? You're like,
right.
We're really platonic. Like, I want my man or my husband to understand, like, this is nothing. But then I don't know how comfortable when you just really are honest with yourself, how comfortable you would feel with a woman calling your man, whether she's best friend or not. You just don't want that emotional relationship because then they start relying on them for advice. And then they start feeling sorry for them.
It becomes too much.
It is, and it's a slippery slope. But I don't see how it can happen because I think that it turns into I see you when I see you unless your man becomes so close to him that the communication is through your man. Like you guys having a fight party. So here's the fight party where friends are coming, couple, single, and then your man knows your friend. So now your man is the one that's calling saying, oh, I'm going to call George and see if George wants to come through. Okay. I think it's different.
I could see that.
You know what I'm saying? I think that when you
So now he's our friend. He's just not your friend. He's our friend.
But George is not calling me on the side for advice or trying. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of more open. I think that's the only way it might be safe. But
I can see that.
Know.
I haven't seen it work yet. I'm trying to find somebody. I want to find a couple. I have never seen it work because it's always you could be like you said open and you really know that you don't like this person like this. You look at this person like that's my brother. Like I would never. But do the other people does his spouse look at it like that? Other people won't see it like that. People automatically assume just because y'all friends that y'all like
in the back of your head the whole time, it's gonna cross your mind. Like if let's just say like your boyfriend has a girlfriend, right? Somebody they could have grown up with them. It's gonna cross your girlfriend's mind all the time. Like, is there something secretly going on, or did they used to like like each other when they were kids? Like, it's just
right.
When you're with somebody, there's just a level of respect, and you just don't cross that. If you guys want to hang out, I gotta be there too. I need to be there. It's no
because now you are friend now. You are friend now.
Okay, so that's how it should be. If I have a homeboy and I get into this relationship and I introduce him, it should end up how Africa said. That's what I'm saying. If I have a homeboy and I want him to continue to be my homeboy and I got this new relationship, I'm going to embrace everybody. So by me doing that, I'm going to include. Me and my man gonna include my homeboy if depending on the situation, you know. What
but if your man ain't comfortable with it,
cut time.
You don't control that.
When you are with another person, it's like this. They should think of you guys as one. So
they should. Absolutely.
If my boyfriend has a friend that is a female, we together, we one person. Me and my boyfriend are one person. So that's not only is that your brother, I'm your sister now.
I agree. I agree.
That's how that's
right.
I agree.
So Tiffany, I have to ask you, Tiffany. So you have a male friend that you've been friends with for years?
Yeah.
Okay. So what has been your experience then over the years with has it always worked out, or?
Yes, yes. There's been, he's introduced me to his wife. I've been, so.
Your men have never had an issue with it, like the men that you dated?
I don't have no men.
What?
The dude you dated.
Oh,
what? I'm confused. You never dated anyone while this guy was still your friend?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
And he
called an issue.
He called you.
But so I didn't have. There was no issue with the person I was dating.
Okay.
Yeah,
was he able to call you at like 10 o'clock at night for advice or something like that? Because that's where it draws the line. But here's the thing.
He never called me at 10 o'clock at night for advice. You know what I'm saying? He didn't like
yes. Okay. I agree. See, on your end, like if it's like, all right, nigga, you got a girl now, so I can't be calling you, or whatever opposite roles would be. I can't be calling you no more or whatever. Yeah, don't call me no more. But we can always go kick it. We can go to the bar together. We can go bowling together, but you just can't be calling me no more.
That's why I'm saying respecting. It's a respect thing.
Yeah,
now that I'm in a
levels.
relationship, like even if you did used to do that when I was single, now that I'm in a relationship, you have to respect that other person. Like there's boundaries that you don't cross. And then
I agree.
The reason why it's like I don't know, where it gets a little bit weird is because if y'all are hanging out, and this has happened to me. And people be thinking you into some weird shit. No, that's not what's going on at all.
That means they too close. That means if people think that, y'all a little too close, so y'all gotta cut a little bit ties. They gotta go back down.
I'm gonna put a PSA out there. Dear future husband, you can't have any women friends. Thank you.
I agree though. I agree.
And you
agree.
said what you said.
Doing that. I'm just we gonna be couple friends. Hell.
Right. We go to the birthday.
Yes. There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that.
Right. Yeah, that part is okay.
But can you be like in a relationship with your boo, right? Your boo don't want to be this motherfucker friend. But can he still be? No, I'm just saying he don't want to be. I don't want to be. I got my own friends.
I don't want no friends.
So
I wonder what would happen.
So can you continue to be his friend?
So my friendship with him would probably not be the same because I have to respect. I'm in a relationship. So
correct.
It sounds like you guys are saying I'm gonna cut that person completely off.
I don't know about completely off, but damn near.
No.
Just birthday parties, family reunions, and bowling alley events with my man, and that's it. Don't call me. Just send me a Facebook invite. Okay. You don't even have my number. You don't even need my number. Like, you really just don't even need my number at that point. We just communicate. We communicate, say, hey, I'm on a picture on Instagram. Don't get in my DM, Facebook, like a picture. That's it. That's it.
So, Tiffany, you're okay with your man or whomever you're dating to, you guys are serious. It's okay for other women to call and for them to be friends like that?
Yeah, because we all gonna be friends.
But you don't want to be her friend.
Wait, so the phone on speaker then, right?
Okay.
Gotta be.
You about to give me a scenario?
Ain't no other way.
Oh, that's a good point.
You about to give me a scenario?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, if they call, like,
I didn't know who she was talking about.
If they call, the phone gotta be on speaker.
I think
so it's rules to the shit.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, is it okay for women?
So
because my friend
whenever she calls, he got to put it on speakerphone.
Yeah, and don't announce that I'm there, because if you announce that I'm there, you being shady.
Right.
Motherfucker, you just get to talking like you in a car. Like, nigga, hey, what's I ain't doing that. I'm just chilling, sitting on your phone closed. Nigga, you announce I'm there.
Had this experience, and that's why I was asking. She was dating this guy, and he had a lot of female friends.
Yes.
But and he would have the calls on speakerphone and something. and at first she was trying to be like okay, but then it became too much. Even though there were no inappropriate conversations, but a couple of the friends were people that he previously dated. So he would tell them in front of her, I'm with, you know, my girlfriend, she's right here or whatever. So he would tell them that he was in a relationship, but I'm like, that whole previous attraction thing is a little,
not a little, that's a lot.
I just don't need any women calling my man. So I think that I should be able to have the male friends and he should not, if I can be honest, but I have to change it because I know it's not fair. But if I had a choice, then I would still have my platonic male friends because I trust myself. I know that they're only male friends and I just don't want my man to have them. So it's not fair.
That's an honest answer, though. I like it.
Yeah, it's honest.
It's an honest answer.
It's the truth, though.
All right.
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
It was very good.
Yeah. All right. We still on friendships here, y'all.
Oh.
All right. This is a friendship episode. All right. How diverse is your friend circle?
Mine's is pretty diverse, I will say. I'm not just strictly Black.
Okay. Well, I guess apparently you're not strictly female either. You got male, female, everything.
I think associate circle is my associates is diverse.
Okay.
But since we're talking about friends, if you're talking about genuine,
friends, because we kind of define friendship early.
The genuine, I would say that mine are not. It doesn't have a lot of diversity in it.
I'll say for me, when I was younger, I had a more diverse friend circle, but as I got older and, you know, I don't know if set in my ways is a correct thing to say, but older and just, you know who I am, know what I like, what I don't like, what I'm into, what I'm not into. I think my friend circle looks like me.
My friend circle is very diverse. I got like Asian, Hispanic, Black. I probably got more Asian and Hispanic friends than I do Black.
Okay.
I don't know. All mine is pretty Black.
I like to mix and mingle. See what I got out there.
Well, you learn more that way.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like it opens you up to, you get to see stuff from different perspectives. And
because I socialize. I have associates that are very broad, but when we talk about friend, I would say mine isn't as diverse. Yeah. I would say it's diverse with the sex, like men and women. That's like where I have genuine like male friends. But when you say friend, like people that I know I can lean on, people, if your mom passed away, I'm definitely at the funeral at your house, making sure helping you. However, like a friend, I would say not as diverse, but more of female and male, but not as diverse cultural throughout across the culture lines.
What about you, Bray?
Mine is kind of the same as what Africa was saying. My friends, the people that I really call my friends, they look like me, mostly female, Black, around my same age, from similar backgrounds. My associates, now that's very, very diverse because I associate with a lot of people. I consider a lot of people my associates. I was actually talking to my boyfriend this morning. I'm like, you remember that old white lady I used to go to lunch with? The old white lady, I went to lunch with her. She was so nice though, but like it's just different people that I consider my associates. Like you can learn a lot from them.
Like, from a diverse group.
You know, one thing I can say, like when I feel like somebody is my friend, this is what I'll do. When I know you my friend, I'll invite you to my family gatherings. That's how I know you have made my friend circle. If you ain't been invited, you not my friend like that.
Right.
We lingering. We not friends.
Right. Cool. All right. Next question. All right. Let's
what question is it? Must be
I'm
brave.
sorry.
Anonymous.
All right. How important? Oh no. Okay, we will do. Okay. All right. Hold on.
It's fine. I took
I
a bunch
miss
of
Pop
shit.
Smoke. All right, here we go. Is it okay for your significant other to tell you that you gained weight and request for you to lose it?
Oh shit.
I think it's okay. I think it's okay for them to tell you because maybe they have a suggestion. Maybe they're going to work out with you or whatever. But I don't to request for you to lose it. I mean, well,
that's the insult. That means you trying to say I'm fat, I'm unattractive. Like nigga, we could work out together. Like why not say, hey, babe, we both put on some pounds, let's go work out. But to be an asshole and be like, this is not my question because I know I'm getting all antsy. But it's just like, nigga, like don't be sitting there saying like, oh, we need to lose 50 pounds. Like, no, we can work out together. It's levels and it's a different approach you can take. I'll say that.
I was gonna say maybe it's how you say it, not what you say, but how you say it. Like it could be just out of pure concern, like, hey, I see like and sometimes even when you gain weight, you're not happy. And you start kind of coming down on yourself. And if he see that and you like, hey, I see that you don't seem like how you used to be, maybe we can start working out and eat a little better. I think I would prefer not like don't come at me wrong. We don't have a problem. But if you came at me and was like, we can work out, let's eat better, let's try to be healthier, I would be okay with that. Because at least you care about my health. Hell, you could not care at all and let me be around here catching heart attacks and some more stuff. I mean,
I think it. If you want me to lose weight so that I could be aesthetically attractive to your eyes, that's different from you saying, baby, we want to live a long life together. We want to be healthy. Let's work on being healthy. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's fair in all fairness. But if you want that thing about making it about you and what you need, because we all want someone to be attractive, right? But I don't know how you just want to tell them, do this for me. But why don't you do it for us, because we want to live and be able to enjoy life together. So let's just work on our health. And I don't know. I've really been blessed. I have a friend. I promise you, I got a friend that has every situation have happened to her, and she's had that. I have not had a man, even when I gain weight, that gets on me about my weight. Is usually me saying, I'm really, because I'm pretty transparent. I'm like, I'm kind of down. I'm gaining weight. I really need to stop, or eat better. I'll ask if I'm dating someone or something, like, help me stay motivated, or like, ooh, this is my plan. I've never had a man tell me that, but I do have a friend that has had a man and say all those things. And I feel so sorry for her because it doesn't have a good effect. It's not beneficial to her even losing the weight. It only hurts her. So it doesn't mean that she goes out and tries to lose it. It just makes her depressed. Yeah. So I think to be productive, you can just kind of say, let's work on being healthy. You know what I'm saying? Let's work on being healthy.
I'm definitely the same as far as the approach. You can say things, you can say this, babe, I noticed, you getting a little plump around the edges. Look, me too, because we ain't eating right. So here's what we gonna do. Look, what days you want to go to the gym? I'm with you. I'm in this with you. I want you to feel good. I wanna feel good too. So let's work out a plan. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I mean, have a suggestion. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday after work. You want to ride bikes? Cool. But if you just saying, oh, you getting big, I ain't attracted to you, nigga, your mama big too. I mean, I'm just saying, that's what I'm gonna say. Your mama big.
Ugly. And I'm gonna call her ugly too. And say your mama big and ugly, nigga. Start over.
Don't come at me fucked up. Don't come at me fucked up. Because then I'm gonna bring your mama into this.
Drag her through the mud.
Because you're not gonna lose weight. The only thing you're gonna do is look for it's just gonna shut you down in a relationship. It's not gonna make you lose weight. It's gonna make you perhaps seek attention from someone else. I mean, it's just not really beneficial when you just do it that way.
Not
and
that
then,
way.
or they lose that weight and they chuck deuces. Thank you for the advice.
The
Thank you
fuck
for the
on.
advice.
Right. Okay. For me, I just started this diet. Oh no, okay. Sorry. I just started this I just gained so much weight or whatever. So I was feeling down and depressed about it or whatever. But of course my boyfriend, he just like, I like you the way you are. Like you fine, don't lose the weight. I like it, don't lose it, please. I'm like, no, I'm just going. So like that I started this 10-day vegan detox recently. And so he knows how I feel about my weight. Like he knows that I want to lose it. So instead of being like an asshole about it, because he don't care. So it's just more of like, no, don't eat that. Remember what you said. This is your goal. This is your goal. Like this is what you want to do. So he's hard on me on that aspect because it's what I want to do, not because
encourage.
Right. So I feel like it's just like you said stuff. Well, I don't know. He could be friendly. It could just be like, you are gaining weight. Let me support you. But I don't think that it's coming off like that. So it makes me more motivated to do it for me because it's for me. So I look good for him. So it's yeah. All right, Bray, go ahead, girl.
Well, I just know that people always say that like men are very visual creatures. They like what they like. So I don't know. I'm not sure if that is that making an excuse? Is that making them shallow? Because if let's just say that you looked a certain way when they met you and you gained this, amount of weight. Does it make it okay for them to say that like they're not attracted to you? I know it's an approach, but then honestly, is it like that's just how men are?
That's not a person that's really living in reality. No, that's not a real person because life, people change all the time. So who are you? Why are you just stuck in how I look 2011 and it's 10 years later? Like, no, you're stuck in they're not growing. They ain't growing. They don't need to grow with you. They ain't grown.
So none of the women on the panel said that they didn't agree that they might want to. They're just saying, when you say I'm not attracted to you, it would be probably better for us to just work on our weight and then the weight will come up, work on our health. But for you to say I'm not attracted to you, even though it could be reality, because the same eyes that men have, women have too.
Right.
So you could be dating somebody, just as well, who's going bald, who might be used to wearing some nice dreads, and it's like, buddy, you need to let them go. But you know what I'm saying? Because we have attractions too, but it's still the way that you do it. I mean, if you just tell somebody you're not attracted to them, it's like, I think it's a different way that you can get the goal accomplished.
Right.
I don't think it's fair.
You just fucking being mean. That's what the fuck you do. You just fucking being mean.
But if somebody y'all been together and then like people
you're probably staring at somebody else already. If you sitting up talking about I'm not attracted, well, who the hell are you attracted to?
Exactly.
But if you been with somebody for like maybe 5 years and you gained like say like 50 to 100 pounds in those 5 years. That kind of change. Like I ain't trying to be mean, but that dude, like,
no.
But are you gonna say I'm not attracted to you?
No, I don't think you should ever say that.
We agree.
Because if that was, even if the shoe was on the other foot, if your husband started picking up or your boyfriend started picking up weight, and you like, damn, he used to at least care about himself a little bit. Like I think you do start seeing things in people, and you like, hey, like. It's like I said, it is how you say, not what you say. But I think it does. Like your attraction, probably you're gonna like he don't even care. You know how sometimes people get like lazy and they just become like, yeah, you like, what are you doing? Like that wasn't you. That's not the you I met.
Right.
So sometimes like I didn't meet you like that. I know people go through stuff, but you can't just be like. Even if you still don't be lazy with it, just be big and cute or something. I don't know.
I don't struggle with my weight. I think since I was a teenager, I've always tried to keep my weight down. There's times when I've been larger, there's times when I've been smaller. So I totally get what you're saying too. Because even when I was married before, I remember being one size and gaining a lot of weight. Thank God I never had that husband that was like, would say anything about it. But I knew myself. Like I need to be healthy. I need to work on this. So I think, But you're right. I mean, you can become unattracted to somebody if they let themselves go. You just got to be careful about the way you say it, I think.
Right. Right. All right. So
I like these questions today.
Yeah.
Those are real good. I kind of want to take my question back. It's like,
I'm like, I like these questions today.
All right. So these are the last two questions we have. Okay. This one is not about friendship. This one's a little bit different. How important do you feel it is in a time like this for parents of mixed children to have conversations about their Black side? Also, do you feel that mixed children will have a hard time embracing their Black side due to how the world hates Black folks? I definitely think that if you're a parent and you have a child that is half Black, I think you definitely need to let them know about their Black history and Black heritage. I think that's unfair not to. Do I think that kids would have a hard time embracing their Black side? Probably so. You know, they probably wouldn't want to be Black. You know, but unfortunately, this world views them as Black most of the time. Most of the time, mixed people are looked at as Black.
Yeah.
You know, when somebody sees you in the store, oh, Black man, Black woman. We had our first Black president of the United States of America, and he was not 100% Black. He was 50% white. So America knows him as Black. So yeah, I think you need to tell your children about their Black side. Do I think they're going to embrace their Black side? Probably not, but it just depends on how they were educated on their Blackness.
Yeah.
It depends on like the parent, kind of, like not kind
and
of
the
parent.
environment. I was going to say the environment too, because I think you should educate your kids on who they are, period. But I think too, it depends on the environment, because if you're thinking about a kid too, like what is the demographics of the school and their friends in the neighborhood? So, I mean, if even if a child is biracial and they're in a community that's predominantly Black or Hispanic or minority, I think that they're more likely to embrace it because that's all they know and that's what they're comfortable with. But then if you're in an area where there's less, then you might kind of blend in to whatever's more comfortable for you to assimilate to the environment of where you are, which is why even growing up, when you grow up, probably all of us experience that there's kids even in school that are biracial, but they might hang with a certain population. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what that's how home is like. That's what their neighborhood was like. And that's how they were raised. But I think you should educate on both. But I think the environment has a lot to do with what people adjust to. And it usually boils down to who accepts you and what makes you feel comfortable.
All right. I don't know. I just feel like it's going to be a little harsh, but why do they do that? Like, why don't you just go migrate with your own?
What?
I'm not even, no, the serious no, for real. Because you have to think about when you, like, what? Why? Because look, when your kid get older,
what the hell?
Go.
Going on
Because
here?
I got something for that.
No, but it's just like I get it. You love you like what you like. But at the end of the day, it's like when you create a mixed child with a Black person, are you ready? Are you really ready for what is to come? Not because they're cute. I hear this a lot. Mixed babies are the cutest because they're really not. But I mean, we'll give you that because you said it. Because you they mama. But I mean, it's just like y'all not really doing it for like the right. I don't know. I feel like love is love. Okay, yeah. If you really love someone, have a baby with them. Okay, cool. But I feel like people need to be throwing it, whatever they do, and it just because they want to be with a Black man or they love Black women. It's just like, are you prepared for that outcome? Like, are you really, really down for the brown? Like, you down for the brown in the bedroom, or are you down for the brown in the streets? Are you
Yeah.
down for the brown when it comes to your child getting pulled over? Are you gonna rush? Are you gonna call the black daddy first, or are you gonna rush to your black child first? So it's kind of like, I don't think really Mexican women or white women are really prepared when they get in the bedroom with a black man. Are they prepared for what's really finna come and what's the real world? I feel like they don't really understand us, so why migrate with us? They don't really ride for us, so why migrate with us? Y'all not really down for the brown, so why do it? Because at the end of the day, you're gonna have those battles, and in your child. So then too, like, you already confusing your child, because now the real world is, it's a white man's world, and it is. So it's black people versus the white man's world. Who is your child going to choose in a big ass battle? Are they gonna go with the Black Panthers and the black folks? Or they don't want to fight? They gonna go to the president's office and chill with him because they don't want to go to the battlefield. So I kind of feel like you gotta be careful when you create those genes and you mix them up. You gotta really, really think about that first and be prepared for the real reality. Then the cute mixed curly head child.
But the mixed people that you have met, or the biracial that you have met, or relate, like, what race do they primarily relate to? The people that you know.
The opposite, but they're the opposite, so not the black. But then when they get around the black culture, they trying to fit in, they trying to learn about it, they're trying to figure it out because they're not raised, they're not
Oh, so
being
their
taught that.
parents didn't educate them on their black side. Is that what you're saying?
Right. So you only get Mexican side, you're not getting your black side. So when you come around these black folks, you're trying to be like them. You're not even who you really are. You're
Well,
not even
where in the hell is
yourself.
they black parent?
And that's the next
Yeah.
question.
Right. That is the next
Because
question.
they
So that
black
is.
parent need to be educating them.
Right,
Yeah.
they should, but that's exactly too. But that's why you should. I don't know. That's why you really just got to be careful. I know shit happens and life does happen. You just got to really be careful to have kids with, because it's kind of like you have these babies and then they grow up into broken fucking homes, and then shit. Now that kid don't even know their black side. They trying to fight to get to know their black side, trying to fit in with their black family because all they've been raised on was with mama. It's just some crazy shit. I just feel like you just kind of gotta, like, I don't know, stick with your own. That way it's safer. Shit. I mean,
Not necessarily,
I
because
don't know
shit,
about
I ain't
safer.
gonna say because I didn't
safer
seen it
for
work
like,
out too many ways. But
like easy.
the biracial
Sounds
people
easy.
that I know, they always relate to the black side. Like, I've never really met any biracial people that relate to the opposite parent. But that's just
Mhm.
because that's not. I have biracial people in my family,
Mhm.
and it's just more black than anything else. So
Right. I do too.
I don't know, because I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, people that really relate to the other side. Most biracial people I've ever met in life, even the
Mhm.
ones in my family, they just relate to the black side. It's just what it
Yeah,
is.
and on
But
on
I
a
don't know.
serious note, I do have that too. On a serious note, I do have that too, where it is mixed children and they know all about us. They Christmas they with us, Thanksgiving they with us, laughing, learning the culture. So I respect it on that end. I just, like, if you're gonna procreate with the opposite race, at least teach them that. At least, like, let them know it's okay to love them. That way, if they fucking do get into a battle with white versus, like, they really aren't ashamed to go with they black people. I just don't want no mixed person to be ashamed of who they really are because the parents want to have fun. That's just really, I don't know how to explain it.
Because
But
they
I
want to have
respect
fun.
anybody. Yeah, if you want to have fun, enjoy us. You want to enjoy, well, you want to enjoy our jeans, bitch. I know, but but no, definitely teach your kids.
So,
Teach your kids. That's all I gotta say on
Let
it.
me
Just
let
really
me
teach your
ask you a
kids. Let them live
question.
different.
All right, do you watch
Uh,
the show Mixedish?
I can't. I
good
can't
I
watch
show.
love
mixed
no no no.
or
I
black.
love
Very
that
good.
show. It is
It
Very
is.
good
such
show.
a great show, and I didn't
Very.
think that I would really gravitate to it the way that I
Mm.
do, but I really really love it.
It's a
And
really
you
good
really do get
show.
an insight into that world,
Okay,
and what they have to deal with. So you may want to even watch that show. And
It's
I
so
love Aunt
good.
Didi. Aunt Didi is the
On
best.
Diddy's so crazy, huh?
so
She's
the
And
the
it's
reason
like
why,
back in
best.
the, so it's based like in the 80s,
Hmm.
kind
uh-huh.
of like 80s early, like, so just imagine back then how it was versus now, because now it's majority of people are mixed or biracial. Like, it's a lot of biracial kids in the world, like a lot. So
Well,
you
okay,
should
well,
check
look,
it
so
out.
the reason why I haven't watched Mixed-ish, because I just didn't really watch it at all. But I tried to watch Black as Fuck, and I could not get into it. So aren't they the same thing? Like the producers are the same?
No.
Oh, it's different?
It
Okay.
is. No, I think it's
It's the
produced
same
by the same.
creator.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's a different.
It's
I haven't
different.
watched Black as Fuck.
Because I like Blackish
haven't watched
and
it.
Mixed and Grownish more than I like Black as Fuck. Because
I haven't seen none of them.
those
Blackish is the shit.
Blackish
Grownish
is
the shit, and
Yep.
mixed-ish you gotta watch.
Okay,
Black
so
as Fuck. I don't know how I felt about it.
It took me a long time to watch it, just because of the name of the show. It took me a
Right.
long time to watch it. I was like,
I
what
couldn't
do
get
you
through
mean,
the
itch?
first episode. I
I
did like
love it.
maybe 10 minutes. My attention span, it didn't keep me.
Yeah,
They good. I like those shows.
but
Anybody else?
anybody else have anything before we get to our last question?
Procreate with another person of another race. I just think that it's already a lot to try to teach your kids about where they come from, their background. So when you have another one, it's almost like it's twice as hard or twice the work to try to enforce those things into your kids' heads and I don't know, kind of try to teach them where they come from. Like I think it's just twice as hard to do that.
Right. Well, it can be done. It just takes a lot of work. And hey, if you're willing to put in the work, do your thing. That's how I feel.
And I'm not against mixed children. I'm just saying, if you're gonna do it, just teach them it, and I respect you. But if you're not gonna do it, then why did you do it?
Right.
I know it.
No, I get that. I do.
Yeah.
And even Black parents. I think Black parents need to teach their children about their Black history too.
Yeah,
there's a lot
so
of Black parents that don't, and it's like
That's true.
At all.
you need to do that, you know. So
the school ain't gonna do it. There's a white man's world. The school ain't gonna do it.
they'll do it, but in a fucked up way.
Only in February.
And not even then, because then you're just gonna learn about the docile.
Not accurate, too. They just give you whatever.
You ain't gonna learn about Malcolm X and Stokely Carmichael.
You're gonna learn about MLK, Rosa Parks, and who else?
Shit, I think that's about
It's
it.
only like
Now President Obama.
Right.
Oh yeah, Obama.
Right. So not the
that's
real OG. You ain't gonna learn about Angela Davis up in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hell
And Huey P. Newton shit. Anyway.
No. Yeah.
All right. All right. We are on the last question. This one is on a serious note. So.
Oh shit.
I mean, it's not serious. Well, I guess it is. Shit.
It's just not about friends. It must
yeah.
If we're at the last one, it was just about the phases and all that.
Do you believe the world will go back to what we believed was normal pre-COVID-19 once there is a vaccine and a large part of the population is vaccinated?
No.
The first part of the question?
The first part was, do you believe the world will go back to what we believed was normal?
No. Never.
So
I think our new normal is going to be different.
I'm tired already. Never.
I think our new normal will just be different. People are going to be way more cautious. Like, even if it's a vaccine, you just going to be different because we didn't got exposed to something that, like, even after 9/11, things change. No matter how lax people got, they still are. You still be a little skeptical at times when you. It's just different. I think once major things happen in your life, things just change and people become different. I don't know how different. I don't know when we gonna ever get back to normal or whatever. I don't know what it's gonna look like. Right now we wearing masks. That's not that's crazy. It be hot as hell and them you can't breathe. I'd be like, oh Lord, I got to get out.
Any sweat right here, shit.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Because people keep using the term the new normal, and I'm just thinking, okay, I know that it's not under control. Like I get why we're doing it, but like it's hard for me to. Is it like it's never gonna go back?
It's never. Just imagine, like, if you're a germaphobe already, right? and you see this and
What
you're
you talking
double
about, Willis?
germaphobe. So when you see people, you ain't gonna be one. I already don't like people in my butt. Like, you know how sometimes people be too close to you and you be
In your
like, okay,
face.
get back. Like, you're gonna be 10 times worse. Now you're gonna be like, okay.
Right.
I
Well,
don't like. I just think it will never be the same.
I will already say that right now, even just me with family members,
Mm-hmm.
it's weird when I see them. I don't know if I should hug them or,
Because
you know
some
what I'm
people
saying?
don't
Like, I
want
want
to.
I
Yeah.
want to hug them really badly, but it's like, it's weird. I went over my grandmother's house the other day and I didn't hug her and I felt so bad, but she is elderly and I don't want to
All
give
right.
her
Yeah.
any, like, maybe I'm asymptomatic or whatever. I don't want to get her sick. So I'm just like, I gave her an air hug and I don't know if her feelings was hurt or whatever, but I'm doing it for her protection at that point because she's
Is
old.
that the
Right.
real reason?
But what
Is that the
about
real
in the
reason?
past? In the past, right? So what about even prior to the flu vaccine? So you don't think that there's ever going to be a time where we talk about what it was like when we went through this, but then it kind of calmed down? Not that we forget about 9/11 too, but you know, where we are flying
It'll be a thing of
and
the past.
planning, and
I
you don't
hope
think
so.
ever?
I hope it'll be like a Zika or like a bird flu or
Yeah.
or something. I
But
hope
y'all
it will be like that.
but the thing is, it's not, because Zika and the bird flu, we were not heavily affected like that. Like, we have been
Yeah.
literally locked in the house, literally cannot, and it's the whole world. We never seen the strip shut down. Like, we've never seen this, like, never legit seen so much happen at one time. You like, what the hell? It's kind of like you living in a Matrix or like a
The fucking Twilight Zone.
So I think it's just gonna be
definitely different.
Yeah, Twilight Zone, because it affects so much and it happens so fast. Like, we at home, I remember, because we were here and the NBA was like, we shutting down all the games, and we like, what the hell? Like, and then after that, it just
because that was what, March Madness, wasn't that right in the
and
middle
we was
of
like, what are they doing? Wait, whoa, like all the stuff, like you've never seen the football, like you've never seen NBA shut down, not unless the lockout, but like legit everything has closed. Like, this is so weird. Like, we're in a and then in the stores, how long is it gonna be that you gotta stand 6 feet apart from someone, or it's
I
only
think that's
X amount of
permanent.
people
I
allowed in
think
the
that's
store at the
permanent.
time? Exactly.
Yeah.
So if it's permanent, we're not
That's
ever
not
going
normal.
to. So
Yeah.
Christmas time, when you think you about to shop and go in these stores, nope, 6 people at like all these people at a time. You going in a store and they telling you gotta wear a mask.
Yeah.
You going to get your hair done, you gotta wear a mask.
Yeah.
And they said that's going on for
like 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
So I was thinking,
heard like
what,
2
in 5
years.
years are we gonna be back? Because then is it gonna?
Are we gonna be
like
weird
the flu?
now, though?
I don't know. We gotta come back and do a show like in 5 years.
And be like, are we weird now?
You know, is it gonna be different?
Will we be weird?
I don't think it's going to be as intense as what it is now. I think that right now it's very intense.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think it'll be a little more lax, but I do think that there's going to be these precautions still in place. I mean, if you think about when COVID-19 first came out, middle of March, imagine like how everybody was like, there was no disinfectant spray. There was no Lysol wipes. I just found some Lysol wipes at Sam's Club last week. So,
and that was my first time since it started.
Yeah. So I think that it's not going to be as intense, but it'll definitely ease up. Some of the things, though, will still be in place.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need a trip. I need to fly. I know it's gonna be a while, but I need to travel.
I think they're not selling the middle rows. I think I read that somewhere.
Yeah, I read that too. The prices are going up because now we're gonna buy those middle seats and nobody will be in them. And I know, like, I'm okay with chilling. If it's 2 to 3 years, I'm okay with that. I just am looking in the future, like, is it gonna go back to a couple vacations a year? You know, being able to fly overseas, because is the vaccination going to make it similar to after anything in the past has been vaccinated? were we taking precautions now because there wasn't enough of testing? There wasn't a vaccination. And I'm just wondering, is it something that we're going to look back on and be like, remember when it was this bad, but then it's under control? Or is it just going to be like forever?
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah. I know.
Anybody
It's
else
gonna
have
be
any
weird.
thoughts?
I guess we just have to see.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a doozy.
As for now, I got my mask, I got my gloves. You know,
Yeah.
I go out.
So damn hot.
It is hot.
That damn mask in this heat. I'd be
This
like, I'm
summer,
just gonna sit
yeah.
at home.
The summer is
Yeah.
gonna be a doozy. But here's my thing. I mean, they say that it can't survive in like
In
hot
the heat.
temperatures. So shit, I might not have that motherfucker on. I'm just fucking hot.
But survive in the body or survive on an object?
It's got to be an object because the body is 96 degrees, so or 98, whatever the fuck. So, and it's surviving in the body, so that shit ain't.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think they're referring to touch. When they said that, I'm just thinking, okay, if you're in an apartment complex and there's the stairwell, that metal is gonna get so hot in the summer that maybe touching it,
that it can't survive on there.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah. We barely
I'm
survive
okay
in the
with
damn
chilling.
heat.
You know, I can do without going to the hairdresser. My nails, I'm okay with not getting. I'm cool. I'm like, okay. I just want to know.
You want to do something? You feel like you need to get out that house,
right?
I'm like, I'm just thinking, will it ever be like travel? Travel is the biggest thing, I think, because that's my greatest pastime. And I know I'm not even wanting to get on an airplane now. I'm just wondering, in a couple of years, is it going to, do you guys think that it's going to go back and we'll just look back on it as?
We can only pray. Let's all pray.
Yeah.
But hey, you guys, I brought over to all of your guys' homes a little box. So I'm going to need you to go grab your box.
That's my.
I brought it over.
Grab your and I gotta grab my box.
Open my box.
Good. Yes. So everybody at the same time, because we wrapping this thing up, I just want everybody to see what we all have. So I guess on the count of 3, we will open them. 1, 2, 3. Open your boxes.
I love it.
It's so pretty.
So everybody has a necklace, including me. Mine is not in here, so I wasn't ready. But it says all 6 of the necklaces says always together, never apart, maybe in distance, but never at heart. So every time you wear your necklace, just remember this Melanin Matters circle here. You guys, I've had so much fun with you guys this season 5. This has been my favorite season thus far, honestly. So can't wait to see what season 6 brings. You guys are amazing. I love you guys, and thank you so much for making season 5 amazing. And I appreciate and love you all.
Love you.
Thank you. Invitation, and I love it. This was a good idea.
I know, that's dope.
Hopefully we have each other next season, girls.
We'll see what season 6 brings. Love y'all.
Love you. Bye.
Take care. God bless.